We often hear about different generations and their unique characteristics, but what exactly defines a generation anyway? The global events that take place during our formative years have several impacts on our identities and, of course, our sense of self. I'm Raven Solomon, by the way, founder and CEO of Raven Solomon Enterprises, your trusted diversity, equity, and inclusion education and consulting firm. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to ask and answer the question, what is a generation? A generation refers to a group of individuals who share common birth years and have experienced significant historical events, cultural shifts, and societal changes during our developmental years. We occupied the same phase of life when these things took place. These shared experiences shape our values, our beliefs, and of course, our perspectives. Those who share a generation share three criteria in common. They share what we call an age, location, and history, meaning they encounter key historic events or big mega social trends while occupying the same phase of life. These things are said to be generationally defining moments. Number two, they share common beliefs and common behaviors shaped by many of these key historic events or social trends. These things can include basic attitudes about risk-taking, culture, values, civic engagement, family life, and more. Criteria number three, they have a sense of common perceived membership in that generation. What does that mean? Most members of various generations identify themselves as a unique group with different outlooks from those outside of their generation. In today's workforce, we often find ourselves interacting with all different sorts of individuals from various generations. Understanding the defining traits of each generation can really foster a more inclusive and collaborative environment in both workplaces and in society. Currently, we have 5 generations coexisting. We've got baby boomers born between 1946 and 1964, Gen X born between 65 and 79, millennials who grew up during the mid-80s and mid-90s, and then of course Gen Z, born between the mid-1990s to early 2000s, and then of course the emerging Gen Alpha. Generations serve as a unique and crucial form of identity for a lot of us. Just like pieces of a puzzle, each generation contributes unique insights, experiences, and approaches. It's not about favoring one generation over another, but rather about leveraging the strengths that each generation brings to the collective whole. Each generation is driven by, of course, a unique set of motivations shaped by the societal, economic, and cultural influences of their time. Baby boomers, molded by the post-war optimism, often seek professional stability, financial security, and loyalty to their organizations. Gen X, on the other hand, shaped by economic uncertainty and rapid technological change, tend to value work-life balance, individuality, and autonomy. Now, millennials, raised in the onset of the digital age and marked by a desire for purpose in their work, often prioritize meaningful work, personal development, and collaborative work environments. Gen Z, also known as the digital natives, of course, they value authenticity, adaptability, diversity, and opportunities for creativity. In the workplace, recognizing and even catering to these distinct motivations fosters a culture of inclusivity and support. Organizations that provide a flexible and purpose-driven environment offer continuous learning opportunities and prioritize diversity and inclusion are more likely to attract and retain this multi-generational workforce we're speaking of. The key is not to stereotype, but rather to appreciate the diversity of motivations within a team. This can create a workplace culture that honors and leverages differences for collective success. Increasing awareness, empathy, and understanding of generational differences is essential. By intentionally incorporating generational diversity and inclusion into our teams, we create a space where everyone feels valued and heard. It's about celebrating the richness that comes from the tapestry of different generations working together towards a common goal. So, what is a generation, you might ask? It's not just a defined span of birth years. It's a living, evolving group shaped by the world around them. Embracing the diversity of generations not only strengthens our workplaces, but also fosters a culture of learning, respect, and innovation. I hope this video has made an impact on your journey toward becoming a more inclusive individual. Continue to follow Raven Solomon Enterprises across all social media outlets to join the collective movement of understanding, embracing, and activating DEI.